had all I got from Publix was just water, olives, and just something else that I was gonna add to salads. Yeah, salads.
I don't give a fuck what an olive is in. I'm not eating that shit.
You don't like olives?
No.
You a whole bitch out here?
I just came around to avocado.
Oh, that's white people shit, bro.
That shit's good. Put in some scrambled eggs.
It tastes like nothing.
Put it in some scrambled. No, what I do is I pan syrup.
Okay. What, you just eating fucking fried dog slobber? That shit has no taste. Now the
I ain't
core,
never had dog slobber so good in my life.
that shit, it has no taste to it. You like eggs, nigga. That's what you eating.
I mean, the eggs give it flavor.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what gives eggs like really good flavor.
What?
Fried spam, nigga. Oh my
Ew.
God. Ew, nigga. Ew, bruh. These shirts have changed you. These shits have actually fucking changed you, bro.
Spam is disgusting. You talking about dog slobber?
Yeah.
Spam tastes like dog shit.
You've eaten dog shit?
You've tasted dog slobber?
Well, yes.
Oh shit, you did have a dog. That nigga probably licked you in your mouth a couple
On
times.
fucking accident, bro. On motherfucking accident. Because I wasn't paying attention. He's like, I'm like, oh, no. You took my fucking innocence, you. I'm just playing, nah. That nigga caught me on a fucking slip. Because, all right, one thing about my dog is I used to let that motherfucker sleep in the bed with me when it was thunderstorming. Because he was a whole bitch when it was thunder. I remember, like, he took me, thank the Lord, I was near my bed because when it was a severe thunderstorm. Like, soon as the light showed, it hit. It was in the neighborhood. We was meeting, knocking on the door. Jehovah Witness like lightning. So, my nigga, when I tell you, he took me off my feet.
God damn.
He hit me so hard, nigga.
God damn.
Because honestly, I was just sitting down and I was about to, because I was cutting off the lights. Because you know, if you're around old heads, they be like, hey, nigga, cut off all the lights.
No,
So-
old niggas around when I grew up turn everything off. We can't even watch TV.
Yeah, everything off. Yes, everything. So I was cutting shit off and he just gored me, nigga. I was like, nigga, you all right? And he was like, kind of like pushing to me to go further back. I was like, oh, you terrified. I was like, and it's so funny, you know how they say that, you know, your dog starts to look like you. I was a whole bitch when it came to thunder in the back in the day when I was a kid. Yeah, I was just like, that's me. I ain't hit a nigga that hard over lightning though.
That nigga speared the fuck out of you.
Yeah, and the thing about it is like I would expect him to like hit my leg and maybe take my legs out. You jumped at me.
Damn.
But I used to do this thing like in the backyard, like whenever he would run full sprint, he'll jump and I just catch him and throw him.
What?
Yeah, just use that, what is it called? Centrifugal force. Just, I'll grab him, pull, throw. He'll just, full speed. And
You know your area is gentrified, so there's a bunch of the whites there. They're gonna see that and be like, dog abuse.
Hell no.
Animal cruelty.
My nigga, as soon as I get him and throw him, I'm not throwing him in the air. I'm throwing him to get him more speed. Nigga, we be out there tired as a bitch after working out, nigga.
Nah, that's how you get all that energy up out of them.
Well, and for me, if I'm being honest, I was working with obliques. So I was sitting here doing 10s this way, nigga go the other way. I was good, nigga. I was thinking.
No, that nigga was big as hell.
Yeah, bro. Like, when he was at his prime, he was like 85, 90.
Yeah, I seen him once. Nigga big as fuck.
Nigga,
Scared the fuck out of me.
I remember like when my aunt came over, I was like, hey, Roscoe. She was like, whoa. I was like, let him in, just to fuck with her dog. But I was like, nah. She was actually like afraid of dogs. And he was a beast.
I have a healthy fear of them as well.
I don't have a healthy fear of them.
I do. I got bit one time as a kid. Ain't happening again.
I got bit a couple times.
It only takes one experience for me to be like, not doing that again.
I think like it depends of the dog. Like even pit bulls don't get me, but I be seeing them motherfucking cattle wranglers, like them big ass like cattle protector, big ass machines. Nigga,
Them shits the cowboys used to be hang out with.
It'd be like a German bear dog. I'd be like, nigga, no.
Man, bear pig ass dog.
Bruh, that should be scary as a bitch.
Nah, I'm cool.
They be like,
And you be seeing them shits like,
he be like, he got a bite force of a Cyberman. I'm like, what?
oh my God.
I was like, hell
You
no.
be seeing them shits, the big ass like Dobermans and shit that white people just be walking through downtown. Be like, you're okay with this? Like, This motherfucker needs an apartment of its own.
Yeah.
And I know the size of apartments downtown. Nigga, them shits are studio size. They're the size of this living room.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you fitting that thing in there?
Well, maybe I ain't afraid of dogs because I always carry a gun. So
Why do I feel like I gotta cut that? Nigga, this is real life. This is not Left 4 Dead. I mean, Last of Us.
no, I don't have it for dogs. I have it for problems that I'm
This
not
nigga
sure
be
I
walking
can
the
beat.
street. I wish a motherfucker Doberman would.
I'm telling you, like, I usually I have my weapon on me just in case a problem that I really don't think that I can handle happens. Like if I need to cross the street, I got a weapon. I'm
What
like,
are you
I'm like,
fearing
oh, y'all
crossing
niggas
the
driving faster with green? Pow! You lucky I missed.
Nigga, that's your fault. You jaywalking.
No, I'm in walking.
This nigga, yeah, I swear to
Hell, was you with me that day? Nah, you wasn't. When the nigga on the scooter got in the accident in front of me.
No, I was not.
But that was one of the funniest things I've seen because I was already like a little fucked up, like not like drunk, but I was feeling something because I had a little bit. Nigga, when he hit that bitch, because he was yelling at somebody behind, he just
Wait, what did he hit?
the car in front of him.
Wait, was it hard?
Yes.
Did he like fly off
Yes.
the scooter? Oh my god.
Yes, and then I was still in like drive, and I let go of the brake, nigga. I was crying laughing, bro.
You about to cause a whole nother accident.
Because no, he was the car in front of me was like an older lady, so she was going slow, and the car to the right of me, he was going in between me and this car to go in front, and then he yelled at the car that was in the lane that he fucking skipped, and then the lady in front of me going slow, he thinking she's zooming. He was like, "Hey, nigga, walk my nigga." And I was just laughing. I almost hit her car because I was just rolling. Cause I was just like, bro, this nigga took flight, bro. This nigga hit that bitch. Kaboom. I used to think that I could not go. I was like, oh, this nigga took flight. And I know, like, for me, especially that was like like two older black women. I was like, hey, you need me to stay? She said, huh? I just drove off.
Yep. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna go how I want. I'm trying to be a good Samaritan. Fuck that.
Nope. This is gonna be a whole large part of my day.
The way she said, huh? She didn't hear it herself. I'm out of here.
She don't know she in an accident.
Exactly.
No,
I'm gone.
cool. I'm cool
Fuck
on
that. I had a whole dash cam. I could have gave it to the police. Fuck this.
I'm breaking my shit.
Nah, dog.
I get one with a TikTok shot for like $12. I'm good.
That shit gonna record in 1K.
Bruh.
That shit gonna record like you just got a fucking lens taped to a fucking potato.
Yeah, it's gonna work. I'm like, you see right there? You see right there? Squint, nigga, squint. You see right there? That ain't me.
That shit gonna look like when I take my glasses off.
Jesus, is that bad?
Yeah. I like at nighttime,
You know how scary that would be if like one day you forgot your glasses and you got attacked by a dog? Bruh. Pixelated violence?
I like one time I was
What's getting me? This thing
like sometimes I'll be stupid and take my glasses off at night. I can't see shit.
I remember especially like somebody in the military, I don't think it was training, but it was like, yeah, whenever we do night ops, keep one eye closed. It was like, all right, word. Use one eye for NVGs, other eyes for night, because you're going to have to adjust. You don't know if you might get a flashlight put on you. Now you fucked.
Fuck war.
That wasn't, nigga, I'm going to be real. I didn't really have to go to war. I was out there doing shit. It was niggas who I was just like, y'all need to go home. I was like, y'all really going
the
through
shit
it.
you've told me, the shit you said on this pod is enough for me. Being woken up to explosions, nah, I'm cool.
Nigga, you get used to that shit in like the first week.
I don't want to get used to it.
You would.
I don't want to. That's the point.
Nigga, I promise you. Like, bruh, you live in a hood. You went to sleep to gunshots. You got used to it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
That shit still woke me up.
They got to be right outside your fucking window because now you think you're being attacked. If you up the street, you be like, man, they celebrating in September? Okay.
Did I ever tell you the time when I was living in the legit projects and somebody shot through our window? And so it left a hole in our curtain. And that hole in our curtain was there for the remainder of the time that we stayed there. That shit used to terrify the fuck out of me. Because the light, like the street lights, the light from the street light will reflect through it and leave a little light shape on our wall. So I just used to wake up and see that shit when I had to pee at. That shit scared the fuck out of me as a kid. I just look at that as a reminder to be like, damn, we really ain't. We living in the shittiest town.
He was like, I gotta use the low crawl often.
Yes.
This nigga playing the game in prone. This nigga like, hey, they can get me at any time out these streets.
Yes, that shit was a reminder.
Hey, I was looking on YouTube the other day, and bruh, I watch battle rap a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a battle rapper named Solo. Do you know him?
No.
Nigga. He is about the funniest motherfucker I've ever heard, bro.
Why?
Like, cause one of the lines he said, what was it? He said, like a chick on a rag. He said, my shotgun like a chick on the rag. Don't play with her. Your mom's got nowhere to live and you stay with her. I was like, damn.
God damn. How the fuck you sharing a cardboard box with your mom?
He said, your mom's got nowhere to live and you stay with her. Nigga, y'all ain't shit squared. Y'all niggas ain't got nowhere to go.
That's
nothing
crazy.
Going for you.
Hey, the family who prays together stays together.
Hey, they ain't praying. They ain't praying. Oh, speaking of which, you know who I'm talking about? Who, one of our homeboys who be doing professional wrestling. Mm-hmm. This nigga just got accepted to go to a school in California for New Japan Wrestling.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the promotion and stuff worked?
Well, the promotion definitely did because it just worked good. But I ain't gonna even lie, his situation, I ain't getting religious. God did that shit, dog, all day because it was nothing he was expecting. Out of nowhere, it got paid for, and then the people called the day that he had the money for it. He wasn't even expecting it. They just called. It was like, hey, bro, we got a little, might as well come to California do the training. He said, it's going to cost this much, and he had that much.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to text him and say congratulations.
So he going to do that, and then he was just like, next year, he was like, I'm going to actually go to Japan and see if I can get a couple spots there. I was like, nigga, I will be flying over there. I'm going.
Hopefully nothing's going on.
I don't give a fuck, bruh.
I'm tired of you.
Like, if I'm just like
you can't be safe to save your goddamn life.
I'm safe, bro. Nigga, I be in the crib for hours.
What?
My crib has brick. I'm cool. I'm cool on a lot of shit. I'm fine.
This is this nigga's version of safe. But then when you go outside, you're the most reckless nigga in the city.
No, I'm not. I've seen reckless. I just get like if I get bored, I get reckless.
You're bored often.
No, I ain't. I got good fucking games. I still play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I still play 2K. I still play Yakuza. I still got a lot of games.
I need to play Yakuzas.
There you go.
I have almost all of them, and I haven't touched them yet.
If I'm being honest with you, I wouldn't start with 0.
That wasn't the plan anyway. I think that's like one of the best, if not
the
best one.
That is the best one, except for Like a Dragon.
I'm starting with 2.
I would have never in my fucking life guessed that y'all switching the main character, I was going to enjoy it. I did not expect that.
It's very rare that you like in shows or games where like the first one is this character, then you go to the second one it's like what is it? Onimusha. Mm-hmm. I thoroughly love the second one more. And I like the character of the second one more.
The one on the first one so pixelated. We ain't know shit about this nigga. He didn't talk. Like so, yes, that was easy.
Shut up. Yes, he did.
That was easy to one up that one. This nigga only words he said, huh. That was it. That nigga didn't have a personality. This nigga was a devout samurai. That's it.
This nigga was dry sandpaper.
Yeah. I'm about to say he ain't had shit. Nigga didn't have no personality. We can switch this shit easily. Now, if you got like Solid Snake, it's gonna be hard to follow that nigga.
Absolutely.
Now, Kazuma Kiryu is a type of nigga like that. He's a fucking great main character. Stoic, strong, always does what's right.
Talking about from
Yakuza?
Okay.
Yeah. I was surprised that they switched the main character. And this was like the next gen, very good looking, still using the dragon system. And it kind of upgraded the dragon system. No, I think that was 6 actually. And you still had a great main character. Nigga, that shit don't happen that way.
No. Almost never.
Yeah. You know another game?
Because I damn sure know when we switched over from Metal Gear Solid 1 to 2, that nigga wants Snake. Not to say he was a bad character, but Raiden, I think his name was.
Yeah, Raiden.
He was not Snake.
My only issue is because the second story wasn't as solid as the first one.
No, it was not.
Because the main villain wasn't like, was it Solidus Snake? He was another clone or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember the story that much. I played it and beat it a couple times, but that was when I was a kid. But you play with Snake mainly, but then pause. But then like Raiden was like the main character at the end, and then it was so
Raiden in the second one?
I thought you played
He was the main character through the entire game.
Oh yes, he was. You're right.
You see Snake.
Yeah,
I think you may have played some a little bit in the beginning, but Raiden you're playing as through the most of the game.
Yeah, and I know you met like a vampire ass nigga on that game too. His name was Vamp. I ain't couldn't even lie. When Snake shot that nigga in the forehead, I was like, damn, nigga, you got him. And then that was like
That shit ain't do nothing.
Introduction to Vamp. That nigga just teleported and was there. Bro, that tell you that Snake was that nigga, bro.
Yes. He had no special powers, really. He was just a nigga who could hide well.
He don't have like strength, but he got that little, I don't know what the serum or whatever that shit did. I know it made him grow old faster.
In comparison to the shit he was fighting, he had nothing special.
His body is actually upgraded, so
you make it seem like he Captain America. This nigga just has good aim and can hide well.
I specifically didn't say super soldier serum. That nigga is just like
he wasn't doing nothing special when we were playing that game.
Okay.
He just had his special ability was cardboard box.
Nah, hell no. You get stomped on by Metal Gear and it take not even half your health, and you don't think that's unbelievable? I'm like, what? Like, hell no. Nah. But nah, I'm gonna be real with you. I had to like, that's like, all right. Solid Snake is a upgrade to a human. That's just like a nigga. Like, you've dealt with a lot of crackheads.
Unfortunately.
Now, have you dealt with one that's on it at the time?
Not directly, no.
Nigga, those are superhumans.
I am aware of that.
Mm-hmm. Now, he had that high under control all the time.
You just saying that this nigga was a crackhead with a cardboard box?
Yeah.
He was a silent pistol?
Yeah, with training. With training.
Nah, this Snake's special ability was survivalist. Because in that third game, nigga, whoo-wee, he was going through it.
Well, that wasn't the same Snake. That was original.
Yeah, true. Now, man, you're right. Mm-hmm. That nigga was vastly better.
Yeah,
and his prime, vastly better than the one in 1 and 2. Just enjoyable.
Question.
What?
Have you watched Squid Games?
The first one. The first season, yes.
Why didn't you like emphasize that it was good?
I said it was.
Nigga, I said emphasize. All right, whenever I tell you it's something good, I make sure.
First of all, I wasn't sure if it was going to be something for you.
You out your fucking mind.
Because I always get confused by what you like. Because I'll say something is good and then you watch like, it was okay.
Wait a minute, name one.
I can't think off the top of my head. You watch trash anime and think it's good.
No, I don't. I always say it's trash anime every time I explain it. I literally say I literally clean up while I'm doing it.
It's hard to hone in on what you would think is good, so I don't know if you would think that was good.
No.
I know when I watched it, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Only time we have differences is video games. That's the only time. Yeah, every show that you have like, hey, bro, watch it. I'm usually gonna like it.
Fair enough.
Now, because I was looking at this shit and I was just like, oh, this shit is actually fucking good.
Yes. Very good.
I heard season 2 Villain was good. I ain't get to that yet. I'm not even that far in 1.
Yeah, I haven't watched 2 and I don't know if I'm going to.
I've watched a lot of K-dramas. So at certain times I love them, but at certain times I hate the comedy. But then I love the comedy also.
And I've never watched a Korean drama, so I can't really speak on this right now. The only one I technically watch, I guess, would be Squid Games, if that's considered.
It's not really a drama, but no, I mean, like, certain, like, Korean shows.
Yes, the fuck it is. Them niggas are dragged through the drama of that and that shit.
You need to watch a K-drama. You'll understand.
Are you talking about, like, Korean Guiding Light?
It's something like that, but it'd be like a nigga that, used to rule the world back in the day, end up being sealed, come back into our time period, fall in love with a girl that looks just like the woman he fell in love with when he was ruling the world.
So mythical Guiding Light.
Something like that. No, my shit was Itaewon Class. When that nigga Pops ran, I can't remember the name of the type of shop, but it was like a food shop. And then out of nowhere, he was like, I need the recipe. And he was just like, I'm not gonna give you the recipe. The dad died. And he was like, son was like, I'm gonna take the recipe. He said, no, you're not, nigga. You're going to jail. So he went to jail for 10 years.
Why did he go to jail?
I don't fucking remember.
You know people hate when you do this. You'll bring something up, it sounds good, and you're like, I don't remember what the name of that shit was.
I just said
can't give y'all
Itaewon Class.
nothing.
That was the name of it. I got that. And I watched that years ago. This was COVID. And I still remember that shit. But nigga, that nigga came out of jail, still as a nice young man, showed up to a motherfucking regular stall, made that shit good. He was just like, he said, watch this bitch, it's the soy sauce. And then that shit was just fire. And this nigga just started
This nigga took something that was in a dumpster, threw soy sauce on it, and now it's the best thing ever made.
He was like, good God, this newspaper is intriguing and delicious. But this nigga had gas. He was just out there just dropping down food. But then the nigga who stole he stole something of the recipe, not the actual recipe. Because his dad was giving him the game when he was a kid. Mm-hmm. So, boom. He was just like, oh, nigga, you pushing in on my competition and shit. And he was just like, my nigga, we ain't competition. He didn't say that because he was very humble. But the nigga who had the conglomerate and shit, this nigga was like, hell nah, straight the fuck up. Let me find this nigga. If I find this nigga, I'm going to beat the shit out of him. That's not what he said. But he was just like, hey, I need to shut down this nigga shop. He get there, he just started saying wild shit. He was just like, hey, yo, bro, you know his mama a thought. And he was like, bro, his mom's dead. But they was trying to put up rumors.
Being a thought from the grave is crazy.
Crazy work. Crazy work.
Take this ectoplasm.
Yo, you... I don't even mean to laugh about this. I'm gonna get off subject. Fuck, I ain't gonna go into Itaewon Class no more. But Nick, I remember watching. I was just like scrolling on TikTok, and it was just like, boy finds out that the two dudes that he think is his dad ran a train on his mom on TV. I was like, what the fuck am I on? I was like, yo,
the internet was a mistake.
It was. I was like, excuse me?
Ain't no fucking way.
I was like, y'all was probably born in the 50s. Y'all had TV? I'm just playing. No, I'm just joking. No,
that's when they finally got color.
Fair enough.
I actually don't know that. Don't quote me, please.
Oh my gosh. Back in the day, I don't even know if niggas know this, but when like TV was up, like when like you hit like 12 o'clock, you get the national anthem, and then TV was off.
Wait, that was a thing?
Yes.
Why does that sound like some fucking North Korean shit?
Bro, niggas was like, bro, you need to go to bed. We're not gonna fucking influence y'all to stay up. If you want to stay up, go out in these streets. It's dangerous out there. Figure it out yourself.
Go be criminals. Mm-hmm. You won't get this entertainment from us. Go cause crime.
No, we're not adding to that.
Support our prison industrial complex.
Hey, nigga, you about to get set the fuck up. I was actually about to look up something, but I forgot because it was on Instagram, and it was just a funny video. I thought I was going to remember what it said, but nah. Because I ain't couldn't even lie. I was like, bro, the internet, because you said the internet was a mistake. I was like, nigga, what he said on that shit, I was like, oh my God, that's horrible. But it was funny.
Y'all all have influenced me, because I told you that people were like, oh yeah, I watch trash anime all the time. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let me stop being a bitch and go watch some shit and see what I can find. I stumbled upon some of the craziest shit I think I've ever seen in my life. One of them shits was like, I forget what it's called. I'm not going to remember the name of anything that I'm talking about.
So why you blame it? You just throw that shit on me. And you was just like, no, nigga. Niggas be getting mad when you do that shit. And you're about to do that shit right motherfucking now.
You are the
my bad,
connoisseur of this stuff. You should know the names.
Man, don't fucking call me a dinosaur.
I just dabbled in it.
Don't call me a fucking dinosaur, dog.
One of those shits is like, it's these teenage girls, schoolgirls that are like supposed to be like the upholders of peace in their city. Mm-hmm. So, and the opening scene is like all bubbly and shit. They're like, yeah, sunshine, our city is safe. And then you see what they actually do. A criminal is about to do something. So the nigga pulls a gun out of his coat. This girl comes out of nowhere, shoves this nigga in the bush and guns him down.
That is actually hilarious, though.
I was like, what is this anime, yo?
See, that's not like, all right, I'll say that's not considered trash anime. That's hilarious.
Because that scene was hilarious, but the most of the anime is cutesy. But when they get active, they get active. One of these bitches can, when somebody's shooting at her, she can see where the gun is pointed, project the wind velocity around her, and know exactly where the bullet's gonna go, so she can dodge accordingly. So as a nigga has an AK pointed at her shooting, she's dodging all the bullets. I'm like, yo, when they get active in this shit, they get active.
Oh, got to bring this up. Bro said we need to watch. I've already watched. Well, I read the manga. I'll say that. Go Loser Ranger.
Is it good?
Second season gets really good.
Okay.
I know where the manga goes. It's fucked up though.
Like it gets fucked up?
Yes.
Is it get fucked up in a way that I would like?
I'll just say that these niggas have no chill. Like, y'all are supposed to be upholders of peace and y'all are causing the problems.
I'm going to like that then.
And then they were just like, bro, shit getting bad. They bring in another group of niggas that's worse. It's so funny, dog. It's not funny. Like, it's not supposed to be funny. But to me, I thought it was funny.
I will be watching that then.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, that's just like, bro, these bees is fucking up the neighborhood. All right, let's bring in some snakes. Neither one of them are like, either one is a predator. So they just here now.
Nah, that's just like, these bees are fucking up the neighborhood. You know what to fix it? Giant spiders. Guaranteed to eat the bees. What about the giant spiders?
I used to be deathly afraid of spiders. Then I got over it. Then I was like, as a kid, I was just like, you know what? Because I used to pick up frogs, like pick up bugs, shit like that when I was young. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I used to be scared of spiders. So I was just like, let me just really pay attention to them. So I used to get bugs and throw them into the net and like into the web. I was always doing that shit when I was a kid, just to really look at them. Then I kind of like lost my fear of them.
Because you were playing with them.
Well, because I understood what they were doing then. They never really just jumped on me. I always thought that was going to happen. I thought they were just going to jump on me and bite me, nigga. They just bought Peter Parker for no reason. I was just like, nah, these niggas is unhinged. So I really was worried about them. And then they were just like, yeah, you know, at least 2 times in your life when you go to sleep, you're going to eat a fucking spider.
I don't believe that to this day.
I still fucking do.
I don't believe that. They'd be like, if you leave your mouth open, they're always going to climb in and they're going to crawl in your ear and this. I'm 30x years old and that's never happened.
Okay, nigga. Wait until your ass can't move fast and it happened.
What do you mean I can't move fast?
You're like 81.
I'm not moving in my sleep.
No, I'm talking about, I said move fast because now, like right now, you can be like, smack yourself real quick. Then they go like, that nigga gonna be already have babies in your shit. He gonna be slow as a bitch.
And I know last pod, I think I cut it from the edit, but last pod we said 1-0 coming out anime wise this summer. I'm not gonna watch it, but Dawn to Dawn is definitely coming out.
I know Dawn to Dawn
in like a week or so.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
What?
I will be watching that. I'm watching that. I got Water Mage that I want to watch. I can never pronounce the name of that fucking anime.
There's one called Lord of Mysteries that I watched the first couple of episodes of. It's really, I like the concept of it. It's how they're executing the story is a little confusing right now, but it's basically this dude gets reincarnated in a sense after doing this ritual. He gets transmigrated is what they call it into a different universe in a different person's body and is and trying to figure out the mystery of like what happened and so on and so forth. But it seems really good. Like I said though, how they're executing the story is a bit confusing. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on in the first episode for the most part at all. I had to kind of like really focus in on what was happening in the story to gain some type of understanding of what was happening. But it was a novel turned into a manga turned into an anime. So
that's everyone. I'm about to say.
Okay.
I was a solo level and got a novel.
I kind of want to read the novel to gain a little more clarification on what's actually happening. But I think it may just be one of those type of stories where each episode you'll get a little more. So by the end of it, you'll have a more understanding of what's happening. Yeah. And then you can, if you go back and rewatch from the beginning, you'll get more clarity.
You know, actually, I can look this up right now because all anime has finished this week except for To Be Hero.
Oh, I caught up on My Hero Vigilante too.
Yeah, it's over now.
That shit was so fucking good. You know what was so funny to me? What's his name? Captain Celebrity is the funniest nigga on that shit.
Captain Celebrity. You know, it's every time I look at him, I'm like, bro, I need y'all to really tell me what happened to this nigga. Because he looks like he would, actually give these villains that's in the main, like, modern day a fucking problem.
Yeah, something. I don't know what happened to him because this nigga picked up a sinking cruise ship with one hand and was just holding it up like it was nothing while flying. This nigga is strong as fuck and can fly on top of that.
My thing is,
where
like,
the fuck has he been?
I'm like, bro, it looked like he's stronger than All Might. Cause this,
yes.
So like, I'm like, bro, like y'all, All Might has struggled picking up buses.
The movie we just watched, All Might, well, he won't have full strength no more. But the movie we just watched, All Might was struggling against a nigga who was just fucking discount Magneto.
Hell no, let's be real. When they showed that fucking chart, that drop of his powers was severe, nigga. Yeah. He was just like, oh, last year you was at 60%. You're at 11. I was like, oh. I was like, yo. That's why he's coughing blood every 5 seconds. Yeah. This nigga eating popcorn flavored blood. That shit is crazy as a bitch, bro.
But yeah, My Hero Vigilante that shit is spectacular. I can argue that I may like it more just because I like street level shit and it's the perfect street level hero.
24
anime.
Coming out for To Be Hero X.
24 episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm happy about that because they got so much story left to tell.
If I'm being honest, I know I love. Don't get me wrong, I love My Hero Vigilantes. I have enjoyed it. I enjoy it. It's literally what I want from anime.
Yeah,
but 2B Hero X has been on fucking point, bro.
Oh no, like I said, this spring season, 2B Hero X has been the anime. My Hero Vigilante is second. I think it's a close second, but 2B Hero X has been, every episode has been on point.
I'll say this. It ain't close second, in my opinion.
I think so. I just like different things from anime. And like I said, 2B Hero X to me, I mean, not 2B Hero X, My Hero Vigilante to me is the perfect, like, what a lot of people have wanted from Marvel is just more street level type interactions. And this gives that to me.
Well, no,
it's street level crime that it's enjoyable to watch because it's so lighthearted until obviously it isn't. Mm-hmm. But it has the perfect combination of lightheartedness with the serious moments, and its story is incredible.
See, the reason why I didn't, because I don't like when we go from one person and then drastically go over to something else. 2B Hero X had me pissed off for a while until I gave it a chance. And I'm like, out of nowhere, we following Nice. And then I'm like, I love this character. And then out of nowhere, we're going to, what's the fucking electric nigga name?
Iso.
Yeah, I don't know what we like. Iso. And I'm like, Then we go to Neon. And I'm like, what the fuck? Then we go to Queen. I fucks with Queen.
Yeah.
I fucks with Queen. She goes so fucking hard. I like her character. I like her fucking like morals and principles. I love that she sticks to her rules. Everything about her is a very fascinating character. And then, she didn't truly have a chance to live her childhood. That's how it's easy for her to make friends with children.
Hell, they even take the time to explain the stories of characters that we never see again. Like Fern Man.
Yeah.
We saw him half an episode, but his story was amazing.
Yes.
Like they take the time, even if they don't use the characters anymore, to explain the characters. The only character at this point that we've seen we don't know anything about yet is the new X. And that mystery alone, I'm like, I need to know more about this nigga. He snapped and the fight was over. See, honestly, I need more.
I don't even need more.
I don't want him doing.
I don't want him to go against. Like, of course, I want to see him a little bit more. But I think the less that we know, but we still get to see him a little bit, will make it better when we actually find out.
You know what I really like about this anime is, normally I would hate this in an anime, but for this I like it. I don't know what direction it's going in.
Yeah. So
every episode feels like a surprise. I like that about it.
I enjoy this. Now, the reason why I think that X should not be, seen or heard from as often, he's just like a myth, is because Final Fantasy VII did it better than anything else. That's why the original is better than the remake. Well, story-wise, it depends what you want. But my thing is, the Sephiroth from the original is better than the new one because we didn't know shit about Sephiroth.
No, all we knew is what Cloud had to say.
Yeah, and then
the myth surrounding him
is what made him greater.
We knew damn near nothing about him until damn near the second half of the game. For the most part, besides what Cloud was saying. I was in Soldier with him, which turned out to be a fucking lie.
I wouldn't take technically a lie. He thought he was telling the truth. He'd have passed the polygraph.
He would.
He'd
that nigga
fine.
was delusional as fuck.
Bro, he was gone. I'll say the reason why I think on the new one, Sephiroth is not as iconic as he is because at the end of the first game, you fight that nigga.
Yes. You see him all throughout the game. Like, if you're playing the original Final Fantasy VII, you don't see this nigga.
You're following him.
Yes. And all you're seeing is the aftermath of what he's done. You don't see him, though. Even when you think you see him, it's not him. You don't see him directly until y'all free him because Cloud got delusional.
Well, I get, you see him, but it was
This is Genova.
Genova, yeah, but it's still him. It looks like him.
Yeah.
That's
But
Sephiroth.
every time you fight him, it's just Genova. Because, like, you see him, and then when you go into, like, the actual turn-based fighting, it looks like you're fighting a fucking giant alien. So, yeah, you don't see him directly. Like, that nigga is a myth.
Well,
and it
still
feels like it.
But my thing is, my only problem with that was, like, you didn't get to fight him in his human form until the last boss, and then it was easy. Oh, question for you. Do you think that My Hero hate is forced?
I don't know about force. I can definitely get why people don't like it based off of what's happened or the later on seasons. I can see why people don't like it. I still love it. I think that I won't say one of the best animes of the new generation, but it's definitely up there. Like I said, I can understand why people don't like it. After a while, it does kind of start to feel Disney-y, especially in the arc that we're in now, because they throw so much story elements into what's happening right now, which is basically the war arc. So I can see it, but like I said, my critique about stuff has always been, I don't understand why people say something is trash instead of just saying this isn't for me.
Well, people just use the words that everybody use.
Like, I can say, like, for instance, I don't want to play Death Stranding or Death Stranding 2. I don't think it's trash. I just don't like it. I can see the appeal of it, though. Like, it's a very different approach to a story, and the story in itself is compelling. Like I said before, I just don't like what it takes to get to the story. And it feels like a lot of, like, when I try to play it, it feels like it's more cutscenes than gameplay.
There's a lot of games like that, if I'm being real, nowadays.
Not as much as that one. Not to me, anyway. I could be wrong because I haven't played a lot of the game. But what I have played of it, I felt like I was watching a cutscene more than I was doing anything.
Yeah, it's starting to be like that on a lot of games, if being honest.
What a lot of games.
Speaking of what's coming, I know we talked about this earlier. That 2D Ninja Gaiden game is coming out next month.
Yeah.
Well, this month. It's July now.
That shit looks good. I'm not going to lie. They said it's made by the people that made this other Metroidvania, Blasphemous.
Okay.
I played that. That game is really fun.
I'm trying to think because it was it's a couple games that it's just cinematic heavy, and I remember God, man, I bet you somebody in the comment section will be able to figure that out. But it's like,
I can't think of anything that's like Death Stranding level of that. Because for me, Death Stranding damn near feels like what Metal Gear Solid 4 was. It was a lot more story cutscene-y stuff than gameplay in that game. That's what Death Stranding feels like to me. I could be wrong, like I said before, because I haven't played a lot of the game. Just from what I have played, it felt like I was more watching cutscene and getting story than I was playing the game. Which, if you like that, that's fine. I'm not criticizing it. That just isn't my style of game.
I can understand that. I remember, man, when the game came out, I enjoyed it, but niggas was like, bro, it's just so cutscene heavy. But then when somebody made it aware to me, then I started seeing it. I can't remember what game it was. I was gonna use that as an example, but I can't think of the game now.
That's why I was saying I don't know of any games out in the last 2-3 years that have been that.
You said maybe not 2-3 years. I can agree with that one.
That's why I was saying of the more recent games, Death Stranding is like that. It's like so story heavy.
Nah, these examples are not good. I know they said God of War.
That's not an example.
No, this is not the example I wanted.
Maybe 2, but even that, I would say it's more gameplay than story in it. or there's a healthy balance of gameplay and story in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I mean by Death Stranding. It feels like there's not a proper balance of story and gameplay. It feels like the story is more like I would have loved Death Stranding if it was a movie. But I'm not watching a movie, I'm playing a game. So I want to play the game.
I ain't mad at that. Well, I got a shit.
They needed to know that.
Yeah.